Hey everybody, I'm Legend of Pie, and I've pretty much scoured my house looking for a Christmas gift for you guys, but I couldn't really find anything, so instead, I'm giving you something completely different. A video about The Legend of Zelda, the Minish cap. I'm also covered in lights for some reason, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. Are we still recording? Oh, oops. So of course I have to give you a little bit of background information so that you know what's going on so far. So there was this giant war and a bunch of people died tragic deaths or something, then a magic sword came from the sky, and then a hero or something came and killed all the bad guys, and then some people prayed to a sword. Blah 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 backstory. So now that I've kind of explained the backstory a little bit, now we can finally jump into the actual game. It's a beautiful day in the Kingdom of Hyrule and Princess Zelda is on her way to wake you up, if you know what I mean. Wow, chicka wow wow. Turns out she actually just wants to go to the festival with you. And while you're there, Master Smith needs you to take some sword to some minister guy because Link is everybody's errand boy. So Master Smith hands you the sword, and just like every other normal kid, you hold it over your head like you just won an Olympic gold medal. Alright! So now we can go to the festival, but we can't leave, of course, without first robbing our poor Uncle Blind. Hooray for theft! Yay! I'm just kidding, kids. Don't do that. Theft is bad. Yes, Zelda, I know you're over there, but first I gotta pick my garden. I found $1. See, kids, hard work pays off because you can just find money in bushes or something. Wow-wee, just look at this festival. Boy, is there a lot of festival here. Doesn't this look like fun? Oh yeah, there's so much to do here. There's nothing to do here. So you basically just follow Zelda around for a while until she makes what I consider to be one of the worst choices in video game history. Oh my, Princess Zelda, you won the drawing. Wow, you get the choice of any of these prizes. Perhaps this lovely heart-shaped stone. Next we have this giant magnificent gem, and finally there's this teeny tiny shield. So which one would you like? Let me guess, the jewel. Ooh, but the hot stone is also pretty cute too. Choose whichever one you want. The shield. She picks the shield. As the future leader of Hyrule, I seriously have to question her decision-making skills. Well, at least now we can head to the castle and... Hey, wait a second. You're giving me the shield? Your plan all along was to give me a gift, and you passed up an entire heart container and 200 rupees just for a teeny tiny shield? 200 rupees could have bought me that shield plus a bunch of other things. Thanks, Zelda. Thanks. But oh well, at least I look cool now. Well, now we would be able to go to the castle except for, oh no, evil plants that want me dead. Well, sort of. You know what, this whole shield idea is actually sounding better and better by the minute. Alright, we've derped around for long enough. Let's go ahead and skip ahead to the castle. Blah blah blah, sacred sword, other stuff, it's the blade, it's good, it casts away evil or something, and other things like that. Oh no, it's Vatty and he's evil and he does bad things, and now there's stuff everywhere and the blade's broken and other things. Like turn Zelda to stone, oh no. So now Hyrule's in danger and Princess Zelda's turned to stone. We could use that magic sword thing, except that Vatty shattered it and... That's no good. Turns out there's these little guys called the Picori that are also referred to as the Minish, and they're the ones who forged the sword. Don't ask me how, because they're supposedly really tiny, and the sword is pretty big. But nonetheless, they only showed themselves to children. So of course, the Hyrulean government of questionable intelligence does the logical thing and sends some random kid who just kind of happens to look like the hero of legend to go reforge the sword and kill things. But we gave him a sword, I'm sure he'll be fine. Just forget that part. So you wander around the forest until you eventually run into this guy. He's getting beaten up by some Octoroks, but finish him off and he's more than happy to talk to you. So you tell him all about your big adventures and Vatty and all that stuff that happened, and then it turns out he's actually searching to break a curse on Vatty too, or something like that. So then he decides to follow you. And what kind of a name is Eslo anyway? You know, just throwing that out there. So he follows you around. Well, he tries. He doesn't have any legs though, so unfortunately he can't really keep up with you, and that just kinda makes him mad. So mad in fact that he eventually just hits you in the face and becomes your hat. But as it would turn out, you can use him for more than just advice, as he can also shrink you down to Minish level. Now this is obviously useful for fitting into small places, but it's also useful for talking to animals? Pico, Ricky, Poco, Tipo. Couldn't have said it better myself. So unfortunately you can't understand the language of the Minish, but you can eat the Rosetta Stone, and then you can understand them. I wish it worked like that in real life. Like every Zelda game, you explore some dungeons, kill some enemies, find some keys and things, and open some doors. But despite being such a dangerous dungeon, the spiderwebs sure are fun. I got the Gust Jar. This item really sucks. Alright, boss time. I wonder who we're gonna fight. It's just an ordinary green chew gel. Oh my gosh, run away! He's actually not that difficult. So you kill him, you get the element, and you win! You win! So now the rest of the game pretty much follows similar suit. You collect an element, you get the item, you do the things, and you beat the game. So now we're the legendary hero, and as such, we can do a few different things in the game.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty.
One of the things you can do throughout the game is keep getting sword training from Mr. Miyagi over here. He teaches you everything from breaking rocks to holding your sword out in front of you when you dash, because apparently neither one of those things could be done until he told me I could. Sometimes you have to have certain items to train with these guys, like for instance right here where you have to have the lantern so you can light the torches in the room. Yeah, it's kinda stupid, but I mean hey, at least he understands the disadvantages of training in the dark. Once you collect all 7 Tiger Scrolls, then you get the Great Spin Attack. Link just sort of mercilessly chops down enemies. Also, is it just me, or does Link's run animation look really derpy? So that's Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go celebrate, and I hope you all have a fun, safe, and happy holidays, and a Merry Christmas. Peace.
It's that time. Christmas time is here. Everybody knows there's not a better time of year. Hear that sleigh, Santa's on his way. Hip hip hooray for Christmas vacation. Got a ton of stuff to celebrate. Now it's getting closer.
Is Christmas